Arun, Sandeep, I guess Nitish knows about HTML before, so Arun, what did they use? Radio with checked. Mm-hmm. Checkbox. Arun checkbox. Sandeep question mark. Yeah, that's awesome. So Sandeep is skeptic about the answer, and Arun is confident about her answer, and Nitish went a bit forward and said radio with check. Yeah, it is a checkbox actually. They use checkboxes. You can see they are square in shape. Unless and until they use some sort of CSS to convert that radio button to a checkbox, it's a checkbox. So when there is a standalone option choosing, they use checkbox. I mean, it's not necessarily that it's a rule, it's a protocol. It's up to the choice of the designer. So when most of the world use something, people follow it. Like it's just like that. So you need not use only checkboxes to have these standalone choices. You can have anything. Like you can have radio button or you can have checkbox. But yeah, the correct answer is checkbox. Arun, you're right, and Nitish is right. Sandeep, you're right too. So everybody's right. Awesome. You guys are following fantastically. So now there is one more thing in selecting. Like we have seen radio button to choose one among many and checkbox to choose many out of many. Now there is one more guy in this in this family, in the selecting family. His name is select box. Now let me go ahead and just let me type open one more file here, and let me just copy this guy forms, because I don't want to type it again. So yeah, let me save this, Control V, and I'll say select.html. So let me just remove everyone here except let's use submit and reset. Okay, so the next guy in this family, the choosing family, is a select. Okay, select, and he has attributes. He'll be having the same attributes as every other guy in input family. He has a name as I said, name is very important. Okay, then he has a name. He'll be having an ID. He'll be having a class too if I want. Then here he has just like list elements, he has children. So this time his name is option, and he has one attribute called value, and here it's the option here. Okay, so I'll just copy this. Let me come back to the class and paste it there, so that we'll be having an explanation over here. So I'll just open up here. Oops. Yeah, let me just type it here. Select. Okay, select has a name. As of now, I'll just discuss about the name, because we won't be discussing about the IDs and classes as of now. And this guy has children. This guy has children actually. So his name is option. The tag name is option, and he'll be having a value. So now you can see here, like the radio buttons have values, the check boxes have values. So this guy does have a value too, but instead of having in his parent tag, this guy has a value to the option tag. I mean, it's the same as checkbox, but a default format. I mean, a different format. I'm sorry, it's not default, it's a different format. And here's option 1. Let me just I can't copy in here, I just had to type in. So these guys, it's so value equal to oops, again there's a value here, let me just write the value here. Option 1, option 2. So I close the option here, and the option 2. So yeah, this is the syntax of the select box. Select has the name and the option fields inside it, and select is a it has a close open tag and close tag, and the option has an open tag and close tag, and it has an element, it has properties, it has attributes and values too. Oh, equal. I'm sorry. Yeah, nice point. See, this is where it means like you're following the class fantastically. Now let's go ahead and see what it got to show. Now let me give a name here. I'll say name cars. Now here let me just write some options here. I'll say BMW, or let me just go ahead and say 0. Oops, and I'll say select a car model. Option. Let me not write any value here. Let it be submitted to the same page, and yeah, we'll use get because as of now we don't have any other option to see the value submitted. So here I'll say value. Oops, it's not here. It's here. So for the second option here, I'll get the value BMW. So let the car be BMW, and let me give another option here. And I'll say value equal to what other car we got here? I'll say Mercedes. What happened? There's a problem here. Equal to, I'm sorry. So I say Mercedes. Then let's go here. Option as a value equal to, let's say Maruti 800. I don't know. I just that name just popped out. Now let's go and go back and just see what it got there. So select.html is a file. I'll type here. Now can you see it here? See, now this time it's a different format. This time, see, now here it says select a car model and it has different car names here. BMW, Mercedes. These are the options which I have given. Okay, and this is the first one. The first option will be shown as default, like it's selected, and if I go ahead and click on this, this has been selected now. So now whenever I submit the form, what will be the value of the field? Any idea, guys? Any idea here? So I selected their Mercedes. So now if I submit, what will be the value sent over? Select equal to Mercedes, and option 2. Oops. Let me quickly grab my charger here. Yeah, option equal to 2. Yeah, exactly. Let's say the value of the field. So what is the name of the field? Let me go back to the program and say what's the name of the field. Can you guys see it here? The name of the field is cars. And what is the value of option 2? Value of option 2 is Mercedes. Right? So now whenever I submit this, what it transmits, it says, let me just go ahead and submit. You can see here cars equal to Mercedes and submit equal to login. Now let me go back and select Maruti 800 and submit. Now you can see cars equal to Maruti and submit equal to login. Yeah, can you see that? So that is what the select box does. Select box is again exactly cars equal to option 2 or cars equal to Mercedes, the value of it. Always remember whatever it submits, whatever it sends, it is the value of that particular name. It's always name equal to value. Name equal to value. So remember this, whenever I submit a form, it is always name equal to value. So whatever the name I give there and whatever the value I put in there. Now here there are different values in select box. Now you can see here there are different values. The option Here the first one has value 0, the second one has option value BMW, the third one Mercedes, and the fourth one Maruti. But it's again up to me. I have decided, hey, I have selected, yeah, it can be used as radio, right? Exactly, one among many. But I said it's a different format. Now I wanted to use it as a, I don't want to show all the options. Now for instance, let's take radio. If say countries, how many countries in there? There are somewhere around, I don't remember, maybe 198 countries. So now what if I wanted to use radio buttons for 210? Yeah. If I want to use radio button for 210, now tell me how big will be my file? Yeah. So in that case, now you can come back here and see. Now I have, even if I give, let me go and just give me some 100 values here, or 10 at least. Now you see here, I get so many values over there. I just go back here and refresh here. Now no matter how many values I give there, it still shows me as a single button over there, or a single drop down over there. So it's not ugly, like I say, it's in a design prospects, it's better to use select box when there are multiple options, like so many options. Okay, got it? Yeah. Countries, I just said, like if you want to select a country, I can use drop down over there. Or say if there are courses here, like there are so many courses out there. Yeah, I cannot just do post all the radio buttons over there. It's not a better design idea. So always go with select boxes. Now I'll say why again, what is the use of select boxes? Okay, now which we can't do in radio button. Yeah, as you said, yeah, oh, what happened to this guy? Oh, I did not turn this on. Give me 1 second. So now let me go ahead to the same here, and here I say size equal to 2, and I'll say multiple. Now let's see, I just given two more attributes, size equal to 2 and multiple. Now let's see what happens. I'll just go here, refresh. Now you can see here the first two options are shown. You can see here I can scroll down. Now let me just remove this size equal to for a while. So like such, I can show you multiple options there if I want to show you guys. Oops. Right. Now here I selected Mercedes and I selected Maruti, and again I selected BMW, and let's just submit this. Now you can see here, now I can select multiple. I have made this as a checkbox now. The same code. What's happening? Who involved in the class? Who, me? But you guys having fun leaving me? Come on. Me? For what? Yeah. I've been working while today I've worked on something which requires a lot of programming. So I did something that I've been working since when 6 o'clock. Since 6 o'clock until the class has been started, I've been continuously programming something. Some guy asked me to do something, so I just did that. So I forgot to do that. I've been roaming here and there in my home. Yeah, fine. Apart from that, yeah, I made a select box now a checkbox. You can see here checkbox, in a sense, functional wise, it's a checkbox now. I can select multiple options. Okay, whenever I say multiple, when I give multiple over there, it says, yeah, this guy, let me allow this guy to do multiple options. Now let me do one more thing here. I'll just remove all these options here, and let's type few more cards. Now I'll say nano, and let me give Audi, Q7, high-end car. And let me just give here Porsche. I don't know the spelling of Porsche. Is it right? I know. Yeah. Yes. No. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't want to spend much of energy on it too. So yeah. Then what car we got here? I'll say Range Rover. I'll say Range Rover here. And the last one, I'll say Mustang. A Mustang here. Now, now let's say I'll go ahead and I'll say, hey, I mean, just select the number of cars or the type of cars you got. Now I may be having one car, I may be having multiple cars. Let me say I have a BMW and I have a Range Rover. So that's where the multiple things are used. Like, now it says, okay, this guy has two cars and which goes by these names. So that's where I can use a multiple select box, or I can make it a single select box by just removing the multiple here. I'll just remove the multiple here and I come back here. Let me just remove this and say, yeah, now it's again a single thing. So you can just, by looking at the format, you can say, hey, is this a multiple checkbox, or sorry, multiple select box, or just a single select box? You can just see, you could see that, the difference. Like previously it used to be if I say multiple, it used to be 4, size used to be 4. Now if I say if I remove multiple, it goes back to 1, a single item. Now let me just say here Range Rover, I'll say selected equal to selected. So do you guys have any idea what if I say selected equal to selected for the Range Rover? I just did something to Range Rover option saying selected equal to selected. Now tell me what happens when I say that, when I do that. Any idea, guys? Maybe a tick on the option. Fantastic. Arun, your comments? Nitish, default in the sense like what? What is default? Default. Any idea? If nothing is selected, yeah, like okay, nothing is selected, fine. If nothing is selected, that will be submitted. That's what you say, right? If nothing is selected and if I submit, yeah, nice thing, good. You're coming closer. So maybe a tick on the option. What if I say shows you that you have already selected this option? Awesome, great. And Arun thinking. You just said meanwhile a while back. Sorry, a while back that you were thinking about the question which I've asked. Now, are you still doing that? Yeah. So you both guys are excellent. You guys told the answer, but those two are right, but in a different way. Default, exactly default. Now let's see what happens. Include the selected item which when assigned selected specific. Oh, it's a definition you give me. Cool. Now let's say I just go here and refresh. Oops. See now, what it does is, Range Rover, I said Range Rover selected equal to selected for this option. So what it does is like it defaultly pulls that option and puts in front, saying, hey, you said like Range Rover equal to selected. Okay. So yeah, you guys are, everybody is right saying it's a default. That is what is ticked, as Sandeep so told, like ticked here is like selected. It's a select box, so it's ticked, right, in a way. And an option tag can include the selected attribute which when assigned selected specifies that item is pre-selected. Yeah, saying yeah, it has been selected. So when I say selected equal to selected, that particular option gets selected, and now when I submit it, It says, yeah, car seat, Range Rover. Yeah. So when do we use it? Like it's again, I mean, this thing has its importance only when we go to server-side scripting language. Like whenever we want to process the form, whenever we want to do something to the form, yeah, again, this will be useful. Like for instance, you have submitted your details while you are filling up a form. Now, if you want to edit the details, so this particular form should be intelligent enough to remember what you have submitted a way back or a while later. So for instance, you have a car, say for instance you came here, you have a car, you selected Audi.